Yo, hello and welcome to Silver 3 Protoss. We're ramping it up a little bit. We're adding on some little bits and pieces of the build now. We're gonna aim for a slightly faster max now. We're instead of a 11-minute max, we're going for that 10:50 max. Then again, if we do it faster, just know that you're ahead of the curve. If you do it slower, that's your quota. Like, you need to probably, I would say bare minimum at silver, 1050 is appropriate. Okay. So now what we're going to learn is, with Protoss, is we're going to learn scouting. And when we're going to scout is going to be after the gateway, just to make it super simple. We're not too worried about many things. We're only worried about how is our opponent opening, and then that's it. We're going to do very, very basic scouting. So let's make a pylon. Send our probe to his mineral line in his main base and forget about it. Forget about it. Now let's go back to our build. We're going to make a gas. We're going to make more probes. And stuff like that. What's the fastest that you can max? Oh, I can max pretty damn fast. With Zerg, I can max in about 7 minutes and 45 seconds. With Protoss and Terran, probably like 8:59 minutes. If we're talking about how fast we can max, you know what I mean? Like if that's the goal. These are very generous timers for lower leagues. Okay, so my probe is getting stupid, so he already walled. So we can see double depot and a barracks. That's all we wanted to know, okay? We just wanted to know, is this guy expanding or is he going for something different? Like, is he going for something like he's doing now? So here's how we are going to differentiate the build now, okay? The difference is if we get an opponent who's going for a non-expansion right away, like he's not just making a command center, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to make a fusion, or it's fusion core. Jesus. We're going to make a cyber core right away after the gate's done, and we're going to get ready to make a stalker pretty fast. We're actually going to react to one thing now. We're going to make a chrono boosted stalker. We're still going to keep making stalker after this, but we're just making a chrono boosted stalker because we don't see an expansion. That's it. It's the only difference. We will go over this multiple times in multiple games, but if there is an expansion, I could go gateway, nexus, and then core, and then make stalkers again. But if there's no expansion, we make stalker and then a core after the gateway and then a nexus later. So the nexus is delayed to get a faster stalker because he did not expand, if that makes sense. It keeps us safe from lots of different types of weird attacks this guy could be doing. Also, the other thing too, this is the second step of it. If this dude does not expand early, we will take our robo and our next gateway right around the time when our natural's done. So it's going to be right about now. Okay? So we have a second gate and a robo coming up right now. Now let's do this whole thing where we go back to making probes and getting our mineral line saturated properly. So we're going to grab 6, put them up there. Now that leaves perfect saturation. And upcoming saturation. And then the rest, and then now the build is back to what it was in bronze. The build is now back to bronze. We're going immortal, stalker, stuff like that. We're not going to scout again. We just wanted to see the opener because what we just saw from him, okay? No expansion first. And a wall off in his main base. What we just saw looks like it could be really fast tech. It could be lots of low tier tech for a timing that's going to be very aggressive. It could be lots of these kinds of things. So the way we're going to rule this out to really cover our ass is going to be, let's make an observer and then just keep making stalkers and immortals. And we're good. And now you can see our natural's getting pretty well saturated. Let's go ahead and take our third base. This is going to, it's like very minimal scouting. That's going to give us information that it leads to a direction where our opponent's build might go. It's not a guarantee. It's very basic. The scouting doesn't need to be super technical right now. But the timings of this guy's potential attacks could be faster because he did not expand right away. When you expand in this game right away, it slows down all your timings in terms of aggression. It slows them way down.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
And yeah, we're just, once again, we're making probes. Probes are the priority, and then we're filling in with stalkers and immortals and stuff after. Stalkers are the priority though. Let's fix our resources. How's the third looking? It's almost done. Let's go ahead and get another pylon because we're close to blocking. We can move our army down to our natural, just because. Why not? Let's grab 4 probes off the mineral line, send them to the third as well, because the third is about done. Let's get another couple pylons. Again, we're really close to blocking. So we're just staring up here a lot. Still, it's all the things we learned in bronze. They still apply. We're still doing everything we learned in bronze. We're still staring at the fucking resources on the top. We're still staring at the mineral lines that have numbers on them that are efficient. We're still staring at our nexuses making probes. These are all things that are still really, they take precedent over everything else. Look at the third base. We're about to have really good saturation on it. Like it's getting there. It's really close to almost being fully saturated. So let's take another base. This is greedy as hell. I know this. But for now, the only thing we've altered about our build now is initial scout. That's it. Just making sure the initial scout is going to keep us kind of safe. And now if this guy would have attacked us early, we have more units than we normally would have. Rather than, we like delayed our own economy just a tad by not prioritizing a nexus right away and instead prioritizing the core. So we would be safer to someone who attacks us. And what's my probe count at? 70. We're almost done. Almost done. And look, and we still can't spend our money very well. Or we're still spending our money very well. So we don't need extra production yet. We need some more pylons because we're going to get close to blocking again soon. We got to keep a nice little cushion here. Let's go and grab a couple probes. Send them to the gases. We've got to put one more on the bottom gas. And rally on my nexuses to the new base. Probe count's almost perfect. Let's grab 7 off of this right now. Shift click back to 7. That's 7. And boom. And then a couple more probes. 3 more probes and we'll be good. This will put us at 82. And we're at 82. That's totally fine. Now look at my money. I cannot spend it anymore. It's always will happen to you. Now we're like, shit, all my production's being used and we just have so much money, so let's throw down just a bunch of gates. Spin it until you're at 0, and then shift click back to the mineral line. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can make 6 gates, you can make 9 gates, you can make 12 gates, depends how fast you are at doing it. Just make gates. And let's also start another nexus, because we are fully saturated on this base too. And this base is starting to mine out. Grab a couple probes, send them down, and then just keep making units. You guys know the drill already. You guys know the drill. This is the bronze drill. Like a couple of pylons in front of my base. Why not? Give me some warp in room here. Okay, and let's make a couple more robos because yeah, the robos are really nice. Immortals are great. They're amazing units. Let's also grab some probes off this mineral line to fix it. 4 probes extra. Boom. Perfect saturation. And stalker. Now we can do this too to fix our pylons. Let's do this. In the front, just go like this. Build like 2 gateways here. And what this is going to do is it's going to turn both of these pylons into fast warp-in pylons. So these become green fields like that, and they have really fast warp-ins. And now let's go ahead and go to our bases really quick and be like, all right, let's actually we need forges too. Let's get triple forge with a Twilight Council. And we'll go into upgrades now. So you can see we are getting close to maxing, guys. And this is really early, right? The 1050 max out is a nice quota to have. But this dude, there we go, I was going to say, he has not attacked me at all. So he's let me just freely build as many probes as I want. Now, since he's going BCs, let's do this, okay? Look at the probe count. We're losing probes. Just queue up some probes right now and start making cannons like we talked about. Cannon, cannon. Cannon, cannon. Okay, we can see BCs coming here. Let's attack that spot. Queue up some more probes. Make sure we're keep making probes. Make some cannon, cannon. 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 Keep making probes. Now let's check my bases. Oversaturated. Fix it. Let's rally my Nexus to my natural, just because my natural just got fucked as well. And we can even be like, Chrono Boost. Chrono Boost. Chrono Boost. Chrono Boost. Chrono Boost. Because we're trying to recover probes quickly, right? We just want to recover fast. Look at my third base. It's good. Look at my fourth base. It's missing a few probes on the gases. Otherwise, mineral line is good. So just fix our base really quick. What's the probe count at? 78. We're about to be back in the good realm of worker amounts again, which is nice. And we're back at 80. Let's just take it up to 84. Why not? Fuck it. And then finish off making cannons on bases that lost their cannons. And we need one over here. Okay, so now let's check our bases one more time. We have a moment here to do this. Main base, looking good with saturation. Let's start upgrades. We can also chrono. Natural, looking really oversaturated because we just made a lot of probes really fast. Fix the gases, and now we have 13 probes over. So let's grab 13 probes. This is 13 right here. Pull them off. What else needs fixing? Third base is great. This base needs gas fixing. Right click a gas, 1, 2, 3. Right click a gas, shift, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this base needs to be saturated. Perfect saturation now. Now we're good. Make a couple cannons. And we can even start another Nexus to get us to go into another base when our other bases start mining out. Select my whole army, and let's go attack him. A click, shift, click, shift, shift. Da-da-da. Remember all the walls. And now we're good. Chrono Boost my upgrades again. And look at my money, it's really high. You know what we should do? Throw some more gateways down. Because I can't spend it right now. This will prepare us for a faster remax later on. Okay, so what's happening over here? My probes are under attack. I lost one probe. We are 83. Let's make one new one. 84. And my Nexus also got killed in bottom left. Let's go ahead and make a new Nexus just anywhere. It does not matter where we do it. Okay, so we're losing units. So we're gonna fix that and grab all these gateways, get ready to, you know, remake everything. And just start making units again. Okay, all our gateways are capped out, which is exactly why we made more gateways, right? Upgrades completed. Start 3 new ones. Chrono boost them again. Now, if my gateways are all finishing here that I just made, so we don't need to chrono our gates right now. We have a lot of gates to work with. So let's just make another round of stalkers. Okay, now check my bases. Main, good. Natural, oh, it's under attack actually. Grab my army and attack that. 2 probes over. 1 probe over now. Send it somewhere else. That means we just lost a probe, honestly. We lost a lot of probes, actually. Okay, so we're going to make a round of probes right now. We're going to probe back up to 82. 82 is fine. Again, it puts us back in the realm. Keep tabs on this whenever you get attacked. Like, just check it once and be like, do I need more probes or not? And if the answer is yes, then obviously you rebuild them. Do not ever let your probes just repeatedly die and then forget about it. Okay, let's attack this BC right here. Select our army, go kill that BC. And now we're going to add in 1 addition to our build, okay? We did not do this in bronze, but we're going to add in 1 addition. If you look at your resources and you go, holy crap, I have a lot of gas and not a lot of minerals. Make this building. Because we're getting upgrades, and this is a part of our build now, we're going to start adding in this building as well. And it's going to be for 1 purpose. And I'll show it to you when we get there. But just 1 purpose. Okay, so check my bases again. We're going to go, okay, grab 2. Send them here. Perfect.
Give this man your free Twitch Prime.
Yo, Psyduck. Corkscrew, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Thank you, dude. I appreciate your support. Send it there. Base is good. All bases are pretty good. Let's even start another Nexus over here just in case we need it soon, you know? Okay, now. Oops, what? I just fucked that up. Okay, base there, boom, shift minnow patch, done. Click this probe, done. Okay, now let's go back to our warp-in spots. And now this time we're gonna use Templars. Make high Templars. Just make a bunch of high Templars, guys. And now what I want you to do is I want you to either control click them, you can select all army or whatever the hell you want to do, and then just hold the Archon button down. It's called merge. Like, the hotkey is C, just hold it down. And if you have an odd number and one's the lonely guy who doesn't have a partner, well, sucks for that guy. Now let's go ahead and... Oh, we're under attack. Okay, A move over here. Deal with the carriers. Or the battlecruisers. And we lost a lot of probes. Do the same thing again. Same thing we already did before. Chrono. 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 Okay, now his army's not here anymore, so now let's just fix our base really fast. Control F1, grab the probes that are idle. Do it again. Control F1, grab the new probes that are idle. Grab 2 more here, we're good. Natural, 1 probe needs to mine that. Shift click it out. 2 probes need to be grabbed off this, so shift in 2 more. This base, 3 probes are extra. Shift in 3. This base is looking pretty well saturated again. Send them all my probes here that we just made then. The brand new base. We can make a couple gases. More mineral fields are being depleted everywhere. Okay, grab some probes. Where's... Okay, lots of probes here. Grab them all. Send them over here again. Boom. Okay, cool. Probe count is 84. Make 1 more stalker. We just fixed everything. Now we can attack again. Do it again. Shift. A move. Shift. 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 Okay, we have another attack being launched. We have a nice army. And all our economy is thriving. Let's go ahead and look at our bases again. And keep maintenancing it while we get attacked. Or while we attack and stuff like that. Mineral field's been depleted. Send them up here. New base. Let's make a couple of gases. We're good. Natural. Good. 3rd base. Good. 4th base. Good. This base. I'm getting totally fucked right now. This base. I need to saturate the gases properly. And also we can remake our cannons. So what's the probe count looking like? 65. What are we going to do? Make new probes and fix that shit. Chrono. 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 And now look at our upgrades. We can chrono again even on these. Chrono. 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 So we're spinning our chronos. Right? Now look at our supply it's dropping. Let's go ahead and go back to stalkers because we have a lot of money to work with. Just make stalkers. And we can tab 2 immortals. So now I'm also making 3 immortals and I spent all my gateway of stalkers. You're gonna have to put. Also, I see someone asking, why do you put your gateways on 4? Do it however you want. You can put all your production on 4, and you can tab through it like I just did, or you can put only your non-gateways on 4, like Stargates, Robos, anything like that, because they have to be on something. You can't just hit a hotkey for Warp Gate for Robos. But then, so you're still gonna need a hotkey for your other production facilities, and then you can use a Warp Gate for gateways if you want to as well. That also works. It's up to you, really. Make another round of units. Okay, what's my probe count at? We're at 84 again. Perfect. And now we're maxed out. Let's go ahead and do it again. Select all army. A move. Shift. 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 Okay, let's check my bases. Mined out. This base needs to be fixed. 2 extra. Okay. This base is good. Space is good. Space. I can send the probes here to that gas. We're good. Send 1 extra. 1 extra. The space is perfect. Let's do a couple cannons. Shift click the mineral line. What about this base up here? Fix the gas. Click it in. Click it in. Grab 1 probe. We're good. We can even take another base. Let's go ahead and start a base up here again. Then come back. We can start a base. We can restart this base over here too that just died. We can even make a couple cannons at it. And then we're good. Chrono the upgrades to finish them off. And this is the last upgrade we're doing. This is going to put us at 333. And look at my my money and my supply. We're lots of bank. We're dipping supply hard. Let's remake an army. And make a couple of immortals. Base is under attack again. These cannons seem like they'll handle it cool. This is why we make cannons, right? They're great. They just automatically kill problems for you. It's pretty nice. Okay, check bases. Good. Not good. Probes are extra. Okay. We'll send them over somewhere else to it, like a new base. Send them here. It's fine. Third base, good. This base is, put one probe on it, we're good. This base is good, and we're good. The other bases are about to be set up. Now let's go ahead and look at my money. Lots of gas, no minerals. Let's go ahead and go back to this again. Templar. Make a bunch of Templar to... And now I have no gas and I have more money now, because this is how we're balancing our resources. Templars are heavy on the gas, Stalkers are more heavy on the minerals. So we can go back to Stalker now. And we're maxed. Select all army, hold Archon. C. Now we have all of our Archons. Now you have to wait for them to finish for this to work properly, otherwise they don't issue commands when they're still merging like this. Archons are done, so now they actually have an actual command card. Select all army. And let's check other parts of the map this time. We didn't do that yet. So we're gonna hit the left side this time. Hit this base first. Shift, attack up the ramp, natural, into the main, and we're good. This way, if he has a base here, we're gonna kill it. So the army will do it itself. Now let's go back to probes. We have 9 idle probes right now. Control F1, and then check the bases. 1 extra probe. Lots of extra probes. We're just gonna shift click this mineral patch right here, like that. We're gonna leave 1 probe out of it because it was turning in resources, and we just shift clicked all the probes that are stacked on the patch. Good. And we'll send them all here. Let's make a, go ahead and make a gas. Saturate this gas with 3. Grab 3, saturate that gas. And we're 1 over, so we can go on the mini-map. We can see the rotation, the parade moving. Let's just click 1 probe and send it to the other base, which will now create perfect saturation for this base. Easy. Easy peasy. And we're chilling. We're just waiting for patches to mine out. We're fixing them as they go, like this. We just found another one that's mined out. Send it up here, and we're good. Let's grab this probe that's headed up here too, and let's just pre-make a couple cannons, so we have cannons, and then shift click the middle line, so we don't have to worry about it for later. And we're losing an army again, so let's go ahead and make some immortals and make stalkers. GG. I didn't even see him say luck. I don't remember when he said that. Okay, so now I was gonna say, now we have all our gateways are spent, and we still have some bank left and open supply. So now we could be like, just throw maybe like a bunch of chronos on my gates, like 10 of them or something, and then we can have faster warpins for the next round. And we could select all army, and we can attack his base again. We could do that as well. ViBE, show shift clicking units again out. Show shift clicking units out again, please. Okay, look at this. We're gonna intentionally fuck our mineral lines up really fast. Or yeah. I'll go like this. Okay? We'll fuck it up on purpose. And then we'll also do this. Okay, so now I just created a lot of problems for my economy. So let's look at it. This is how we can fix it, okay? I'll try to do this as slow as I can. Main. It's depleted, so it's irrelevant. It does not matter. Natural. 2 probes sitting idle, but the base is depleted, so it doesn't matter. Or it does matter. 2 probes matter, but the base doesn't matter. And whenever you see probes idle like this, I do not ever recommend you go like this. If this is the first time you select something, do not green box it. Instead, hit Control F1. And the reason why is because notice something. On the left side, it says we have 3 idle probes, and we only see 2. And now we have even more. So this is going to grab even more idle probes somewhere else. It's just going to grab it all. However, if I go like this, this is why you should only do it first. If I green box a lot of probes, and then I go, oh look, probes, and I just hit Control F1, it'll deselect all my current selection and grab only the new selection. So do it first. Otherwise, you have to use shift with it. Fuck that. Don't bother. Don't worry about it. If you're going to do it first, do it first. Otherwise, don't do this. Just shift them in otherwise. Okay? Just for learning right now. You can Control Shift F1 them, though. It's just awkward for people to hit that on the keyboard. I've seen people that are low league hit that on the keyboard, and it takes them like 5 fucking minutes to hit those keys. Like, they're always like looking at the keys being like, Control Shift F1. Okay, anyways. Back to where we started. Let's make this fast. So, natural. We Control F1 this. Go to our third base. It grabbed this probe at our third base that's also idle. Go to our next base. We have 8 probes on one patch. So let one probe get out of the fucking group, because leaving one probe on it is fine. Hold shift, green box the probes on the patch. Now we'll have one probe still mining this patch, but the rest of them have been selected. Go to this space, it's good. Go to this space. This space is over by how many? It's over by 16. You got to do the math. 24 minus 8 that's how many you select here. So, and if you don't get it right, you could literally go like this. This is how, because it's going to be hard to read too if you have a bigger group. So instead of doing something like this where you're like green box a lot and then add in what you had before to what your current list selection is now, you can just green box this and go like this. Watch. Right click right here and go, oh shit. We grabbed one too many. We just did it fast. Right click the patch one time, shift click a probe one time, right click over here again, and now your probes are fixed, and all your probes here are going to the next new open mining base. So what I will do now is I'll do gas first, mineral second. Gas. 32 are mining this. 1, 2, 3. Good. Gas. 29 are mining this. 1, 2, 3. Good. Minerals. And you can just let it be for a second. Let them saturate instead of shift clicking like 15 fucking times. Reselect your probes again. However you think it's going to be, just do your best guess. Right click. We're 4 over. Or we grabbed too many over by 4. Right click a patch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Go to the next base. Gas. 1, 2, 3. Gas. 1, 2, 3. Minerals. We're 5 over. But we don't have any other bases that need saturation yet. So this would be a time when you would need to expand again. And that's how it works. Just save yourself some time with saturation. Like, I've seen people do this before. Shit like this, where they go like this. It'd be like this. Do not fucking be the guy who does this, okay? Where you're like, alright. 1, 2. 1, 2. Click the patch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Right click the gas. 1, 2. Mineral line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Don't fucking be that guy. That guy is slow as shit. That guy is taking way too long to do everything. Do it the first way we did. Just don't be afraid to oversaturate for a second and then green box your estimate and then fix it. Because it goes way faster that way. Grandpa plays SC2. Why did you decide to go Immortals instead of Colossi like your last series? We'll do Colossus more later on. We're just keeping it really basic right now. Again, these are things that people I think right now shouldn't really worry about. They're things that it's like worrying about the smaller pieces of the puzzle right now. More will develop over time. Back in my day, we didn't have fancy tricks. Oh shit. All right, we got a Zerg opponent. Now against Zerg, we will attempt to start walling. Okay. We will attempt to start walling. I'm gonna say we're gonna start walling in Silver League. Walls are gonna be a thing now. So we're gonna move our probe to our natural because our plan is to take a natural. So first probe, rally the Nexus up here. When it spawns, rally the Nexus back to your mineral line. Build a pylon at your wall. Placement of pylon is ideally something like this. You want the pylon field to be barely around both edges of the wall. Just like that. That's perfect. And you do not want it to be inside of the range of your fucking Nexus, because it'll block your Nexus then. Now, we'll fix this up later, but just don't give a fuck about the exact timings of everything. Just grab another probe off your mineral line and just build a gateway first, and then send it back to mining whenever you see the pylon's done. If it's fucking 3 seconds late, if it's 5 seconds late, if it's directly on time, all of it's fine. It doesn't matter. Now we can see, oh look, this guy expanded. That's all we wanted to know. All we wanted to know is that he expanded. That's all we care about. Don't give a shit about anything else. He invested into a hatchery. We'll do more technical scouting as time goes on. But for now, we go, oh, he expanded? We're good. So grab this probe and right-click your main mineral line again and call it a day. Now we're getting close to having enough money to expand, so because he expanded, we're going to go Gateway Nexus. This goes back to how we talked about it last game. I'll explain this point in just a sec when I make this next building. So as soon as you make the nexus, make the core, like leave the probe out here and just make the core, and we're good. Now we can go back to looking at my supply. We're about to cap, so let's make another pylon. Let's saturate that gas, and let's take another gas. Now, talking about why we went nexus and why it's good. If my opponent expands, it means we can expand. If my opponent was on one base and there was no hatchery here, I would have said make this core before making that gateway. Or sorry, before making that nexus. So core is prioritized versus no expansion. I keep saying fucking gateway. Nexus prioritized versus expansion. Core is prioritized versus no expansion. We're matching him. We're matching base for base or unit tech for unit tech. Like units for units if he doesn't expand. Now let's make another pylon. Keep chrono boosting probes. Keep building probes. Okay, let's get warp gate going. Rally to my natural and keep chrono boosting. Let's grab 3 probes over, send them down. We're good. We're good. Yeah. Now let's go ahead and same thing as before though. We're gonna still make a quick robo and a second gateway. But we're prioritizing our chrono boosts on our probes and we're spending our money to make sure we're maintaining that. And also we're producing out of our gateway. Now let's go ahead because we've just kind of queued up a bit. 2 probes on each and a stalker's now in, and now we're going to generate more money. Now's the time, because we did not disrupt our production, to make more shit. I just want you guys to know that. If your opponent goes for a hatchery first, speedling timings cannot kill you if you do this properly in the time that we just did it. A speedling timing would not hit me at like 2 minutes if he goes hatchery first. It's not how the game works. You can't expand and also have shitloads of gas in a fast pool. There's pacing here. So yeah, we're doing an efficiency of our build. So let's go ahead and take our 3rd base. Oh, there's a drone sitting at it. If this base gets killed, who gives a fuck? That's what you should think. It's just in case you can get away with it. It does not matter if it gets killed. For now. Let's go ahead and make a couple of gases.
I'm here in the shadows. Research complete.
Also, for people out there who may or may not know this, here's a quick tip for Protoss. If you have a warp gate, and you're like it's done, but you keep making units like this in a queue, it will never start warp gate. So try to pay attention for a second when your warp gate's done and don't let the queue keep going. So if you cancel it, it'll automatically turn into a warp gate. The reason why this is important is because a warp gate is nice because not only does it make your unit spawn immediately instead of having to build the entire time, but warp gate units produce, the cooldown is shorter than the build time of the unit previously by a little bit. So your units will build faster overall. You'll get a quicker army faster. So allowing your gateways to become warp gates is important once that's available. Okay, chrono boost my gate or my nexuses. Keep making probes. Send 3 probes over to my 3rd. Let's make a pylon. Keep making units. We can even make a pylon out here, just off the side of the gateway, so we can make units out here so it's more organized too if we want to. Once we start getting a big army. And look at my money. It's mostly spent. Mostly spent. Let's go ahead and get ready to start another nexus because our money is ramping up again and we're getting fully saturated on this base. Another nexus. Let's go ahead and make a couple of stalkers. Yeah, just keep it going. Chrono, chrono, chrono.
You have not enough minerals.
Get some gases going. Now against Zerg. This is against Zerg specifically. We're talking about walls, right? And we just showed you what one looks like in the front of your base. Now let's make another one off the side of your 3rd. It's going to have a gap in it, but it is going to be a wall. And now that our army is getting kind of big, let's stop giving a fuck about warping in behind. Let's warp in the front. Well, let's do this. We made pylons that touch the edges of the wall. Let's go ahead and make a gateway. A gateway. Let's leave one gap right here. So if you see there's a red box right there, we can move over one extra. So one, make a gap, and then make another gateway on the side of it. So now we have a door right there. And we can do the same thing right here. We can make another door right here. Same thing. And let's move our army into the center of my base now. Let's fix our resources. And move some probes over. Re-rally all my nexuses to the new base. We're almost fully saturated, guys. Let's go ahead and chrono my nexuses again. And keep making army. Stalker. And let's do the same thing. Off the rocks here, because this is obviously not touching. If I have to make a gateway there, you can see there's a gap between the rocks and the gate. It's because of the terrain of the ramp. So this is touching the rocks right here. Make a gate. This is an awkward wall because the shit's blocking it. So sometimes this will happen. So just fix it however you can, like that. Make a gate there, and then make a gate there, and then that's fine. There's a door right there. We shrunk the size of getting into my base. This is kind of an awkward looking wall, but who fucking cares? Doesn't have to be perfect. It just makes the Zerg have a harder time attacking you. Okay, and now 84 probes. We have ideal saturation. Let's go ahead and start another nexus, but we're not making more probes anymore. We're good on probes. And let's do the same thing here. Let's make a pylon here, and let's make a pylon here. Get ready to make another wall. Keep making stalkers. And our money, and you can see our money starting to mine out. Let's fix our bases. How's the natural looking? It's perfect. So let's send these probes over here. Grab 2 extras. Boom. We just sent 4 probes on that. Then we clicked one of the 4 probes, shift click 2 more in, and then click this other gas. Because 4 minus 1 is 3. So that's 3. Then we have 1 selected still. We shift in 2 more, and suddenly there's saturation of our gases. Okay, let's go ahead and make some more stalkers. And this dude has lurkers, we can tell. So let's go ahead, move our army together. Get our army all combined. Take an observer, wherever it is, it's right there. Right click an immortal. Okay, hold on, do it again. Select all army, move it back. Just give ourselves a second to react to this. A-move his shit. Click my observer, click the little portrait, right click an immortal, so my observer doesn't go in and suicide itself. Make army while this is happening. Do not get tunnel visioned and be like, I'm not doing anything anymore. We can wall this one off entirely, why not? We have a lot of bases right now. So let's just actually give this a full wall. And keep making units however we can. Okay, make more stalkers. And now let's throw down some forges. And our Twilight Council. And we can make even more gateways. Because now we have nice walls around our base in a lot of spots. We're good to go. Grab a couple probes. Fix the economy. Did any probes die? No, no probes died. So we're good on that. We're good on that front. Grab all gateways that are new. All gateways that we just made. Also, let's make a couple more robos. It's nice to go up to like 3 robos. I think 3 robos is really nice. Personally. Okay, we're good. Make some more units. We're almost maxed. Grab some probes, they're over. 4 over. Good. Good. Send them here. Okay, we're almost maxed again as well, and we haven't done this yet, so let's throw down some cannons at our bases. Just to be on the safe side. Just like we always do. All bases. This will stop mutas from being so annoying and stuff like that. Okay, now look at my money. No minerals, lots of gas. Remember this building? Let's go ahead and make this building. This building is also required. You need a Twilight Council, and then you can make a Templar Archives. And this is the building that unlocks our Archons, which will allow us to have balance in our economy. Let's go ahead and also use our 3 forges. And now our Chrono Boosts are going to dedicate all Chrono Boosts into this. And let's go ahead and max out on Stalkers. Call it a day. And because we know this guy is using Lurkers, because he showed us Lurkers. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. A-move is 3rd. Or we're going to A-move, yeah. A-move towards the 3rd base. Shift A-move it. Shift A-move it. Shift A-move it. Tab to my observers. Click them. And then just right-click an Immortal. Just an Immortal. Immortals are the more important one. Because the Immortals are going to live longer than Stalkers will, most likely. And we're good. Just let the army do whatever it's gonna do. Fix my economies. Grab some gases here, and we can even start another base like over here, because we're gonna start mining out more patches soon, and this base is gonna get fully saturated pretty fast because of that. Yeah, Muffin Maestro, thank you very much for the sub. How you doing, dude? How you doing, dude? Okay, let's go ahead and start making some more units. And check out my money. Check out my money. My money is very gas heavy again, very mineral light. So let's get ready to start making Templar. With our next open gateway production line here, let's make a lot of Templar. And here's another tip for you, okay? This is another tip. When you make Templar, make them outside of your base. Because if you make them inside your base, you're gonna need to do this. You're gonna need to kill a fucking gateway. You will need to kill a gateway. And if you have to kill a gateway, just know it's fine. You just need bigger doors. An Archon cannot fit through a gap that is this big. 1 pixel. See, I'm connecting to the gateway. If there is a 1 gap, an Archon cannot fit through that. An Archon has to fit through a 2 gap. And just to show you, I will show you. If I make an Archon in here right now, watch. Yo, Belair, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Bronze Gym. The Archon will not fit because it's a 1 pixel gap. It's 1 little green hex basically. Archons can't fit. They're too big. So if you start making Archons, it wouldn't be the worst idea to open your door a little bit. You just need one access point to get in and out of your base. Like, this is great now because you killed it. We could have also killed the gateway if it was too small there. Just know that it is 2 pixel gap. So if I put a pylon here, my Archon could fit through this still because it's 2 pixels. That is important to know that, because otherwise you're going to have a game where you're going to have 10 Archons in your main being like, what? We can't leave! Don't let that happen to you. That would suck. Okay. Grab my whole army. Make Archons. Let them finish. We can, really quickly as well, fix my mineral lines. 2, 4. It's putting us at 6 now. 8, this is going to put us at 14. This is 14 probes because each row is 8. So if we go 16 minus 2 is 14. And that's going to be perfect rip of all my bases. Perfect. So now if I click this, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect saturation. Perfect. Oh, it's just patch this mind out. Perfect saturation. Perfect saturation. Perfect saturation. Simple addition and subtraction is required to do saturation like that fast. But you'll get the hang of it over time. Like it'll be like you're looking at someone who's been doing this for 10 fucking years. So I can do it pretty fast. Obviously we're keeping it at a nice steady pace for you guys right now, but if this seems confusing, you'll get the hang of it over time. But efficient mining is very important. Seriously, it is. Okay, so now we got the whole army. Select my whole army again. Attack. Just group it up. We're gonna attack the Zerg's base right here. Shift A, move in. Shift A, move in. Tab to the observers. Control click them. Click the little portrait. Move them back so they don't die. And right click. And immortal. And we're happy now. The observer will follow the immortal, and the reason why we're using immortals for this is because the immortals are in the back. Sure, this might not make the most efficient fight, but it will keep the detection alive the whole time, is what it will do. If you right click either an Archon or a Stalker, your observer will die really fucking fast. Because your observer will be in the front rather than in the back, and then suddenly your army just doesn't get to deal with detection anymore. Okay, so remember this? Control F1, shift click the probes on the patch, not the one near the Nexus. Just send them to the new base. Easy peasy. Make some upgrades. Do. Chrono boost. And let's start making a new army again. And it looks like my observers died. So let's make 2 observers this time and immortals, because we can see nothing is on the minimap on this side. It's all dead. Okay, so that'll be a thing. This is why we have to make more observers. It's going to boost our upgrades. Okay, and now we have observers. Let's go ahead and A move it. We have our whole army. A move, shift, A move, shift, A move, tab to the observers, click them, follow an immortal. Again, we don't care about all this little crap that he's doing with little like lurker attacks and stuff. Who gives a shit? We're just producing. What's my probe count look like? 82? Let's make 2 more probes, go to 84. 84 is great. Let's also get ready to start another base.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Grab some probes, that's 6. What else depleted? Okay, 2 over here. Cool. Another 2 over here. Another field just depleted. And send them here. 1, 2, 3 on the gas. 1, 2, 3 on the gas. And we have 1 extra one on the mineral line now. So grab it and just send it to the new base. And there we go. We just keep repeating this. And these walls here are going to help us deal with little tiny random attacks of Zerg that are going to be annoying. It's going to cover our, it's going to make our base harder to engage into, basically. So we kind of made full walls out of bases that are really far off on the side. And we make pseudo walls on bases that are in the center early on. So it would be harder for Zerg to attack this early on, but we left a gap. If we wanted to, if we realize, you know what, we want to defend this base with Archons quickly, kill a fucking gateway. It's totally fine. But the cost of 1 gateway is way less than losing probes repeatedly. If we want to get our Archons out of our main, kill a gateway. If we want to get our if it's too tight here, kill a gateway. Just create more open doors in your base if you have to. But making walls like this around your base are nice. And let's just say, hypothetically, we mined out all these bases, and I'm like, you know what? I want to take this base right now. I want a nexus over here. Kill a fucking gateway. Just kill this gateway right here. Kill that gateway. Kill this gateway. Kill that gateway. It doesn't matter. Kill this gateway. Any of these gateways could die and create a door big enough for Archons to fit through it. You could even kill multiple gateways if you want to have both ramps accessible. That's also fine. And then we can make a new wall right here. And then let's say we want to, now we want to take this expansion up here, right there. And we have a wall here. Kill a couple gateways or a gateway. And now you can make a wall right there. You can do whatever you want, really. You won't have to make walls constantly. Realistically, we're only really making walls out of instead of making the gateways always in our main, these ones could have been at walls, that would have been fine. But instead of always making like mass gateways in our main against Zerg, we kind of make them outside around the base because it makes Zerg harder. It makes it harder for Zerg to deal with you. So placement is kind of nice. Build a wall. Nice, boys. Silver 2. Silver 2. Protoss. Thank you for watching, guys. If you liked it, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, everybody.